Hey, good start. Always worry about that first one, but it's good. Our next speaker is director of RecordMeNow.org, a pioneering project for children, researched and run from Vancouver and active globally. Coming from London, England, she ran a large children's charity, advised on national truancy reduction, and worked for victim services. She is an educator, counselor, and author, specialized in preventing and reducing trauma for children. She has 3 children of her own, a scientist husband, and she still wants a puppy. Please welcome Gaby Eirew.
Thank you. I'm not naked. I'm also naked. Peppy's also naked. Thank you. I can remember absolutely everything, feeling, sound, taste, touch, from when each of our 3 children were born. The gush of endorphins and the rush of love. And I think tonight, I've only got 6 minutes, so I'll talk about life and dreams and love and death. And when I was small, and people asked me what I wanted to be, I really wanted to be a hospital. And people would laugh and say, that's silly, what do you really want to be? And I would make up, I want to be a dragonfly, I want to be Tinkerbell, but really I want to be a hospital. And why is it when we ask children what they want to be, do we still want them to be a person? This girl's dream was simply to know her name, or her age, or the country she was born in, or what colour her parents' eyes were. And that would be something from a concentration camp, from something on the history books. And that's all true, except when she grew up, she was many amazing things, one of which is my mum. And so I became aware very, very early on of what it's like for somebody to actually not have a sense of who they are, and to really yearn to know their story, and to really question, what does that mean? How much do you need to know about yourself, and how much can you just wing it? I went to university, and I was supposed to be doing education, but I kept drifting to kids who were involved in crime, drifting towards kids who were playing truant all the time, drifting towards sort of homicide debriefing and bank robberies gone wrong. If bank robberies gone right, are pretty traumatic for some people. And I've also learned that if you're weird and you do weird stuff, people think you're weird and tend to stay away. But if you're weird and do weird stuff for charity, people come and join you. So I became the first person in '94 to run a full marathon speaking on a cell phone the whole way. And in '94, cell phones were kind of the size of a small pony. This is this slide to show we did an 11-mile, almost half a marathon cartwheel, sponsored. And like Wayne's World said, we laughed, we cried, we hurled. Mainly we hurled, maybe we cried. We didn't actually laugh that much, but you can do amazing things. We got kids who were stealing cars to retrain as car mechanics. Oh, this is Peter. In 1995, in Israel, in an elevator, I met Peter, who is my love. And he's beyond, almost every day, beyond any dream I dared to dream. And I have no advice on love, except, I guess, keep going till you feel you're home. Next came children. And they don't come as a tiny patter of tiny feet. They come, and I believe in nature far more than nurture now. They come with their own voice, and seeing their own horizons come, and with their own dreams. And I think our job is really not to squash, just to be very, very gentle of who they are. They have their own voice. And for our family, we came to Vancouver. And Vancouver, you are absolutely beautiful. And we would go into stores, and people would talk to us and ask us, what are you doing today? And how's your day going? I would ignore them, of course, knowing they were quite crazy. And then I realised they're all doing it, and I had to answer. And now I am the stranger speaking strangely. In 2007-8, my dad was told he was dying, and died very quickly. And a girlfriend who was a brilliant surgeon, Emma, committed suicide, leaving 3 kids the same age as ours. And it was very bleak for me. So not good at being quiet, I started walking around Vancouver asking people, if you lost a parent, what do you wish you knew? And I don't know if I believe in the arrows in the sky, we couldn't quite make them, but But I did have a feeling that that's what I should be doing. And it's taken me 5 years now, and I've interviewed over 100 people. And what I found out is that research had never been done before. So we were able to find out what bereaved kids really needed to know as they grew up. This is a sign that might be given to you if you can't speak anymore in hospital. But what kids who are bereaved really wanted to know was, I love you. And it's not your fault. And I want you to live on. And I want you to live with joy. And this is who I was as a person. Not just to hear that their parent was a saint or their parent was great and whatever. They need to know them 3D. And a lot of the adults who grew up from the children who were bereaved really struggled with a sense of self if they didn't have this history. And they sort of had this sense of who should they be sexually, who should they be in work, how should they choose a career. And I realised how important that was. One guy said, I wish I was like Rome or Paris. I wish I had roots. I wish I had a history. I feel like a plastic toy. And I think that summed it up pretty well. And some of these were people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, just talking about not having that past. That seems like more than 20 seconds. Ooh. So what we did, after a very naughty man had run away with all our money, who was supposed to be our computer programmer, and not him, that's Peter. What we did is we made a question prompting video recording app. Please use it, anyone can use it, it's free, we just want it to exist. And in Vancouver you're fantastic, you have bags for everything. You have day bags and trek bags. This could have got kinky, but my children are here tonight. So it didn't. But really, the truth is we're all going to die. And some of us die, unfortunately, really quite quickly and quite young. And some of us leave children and people who love us, whether they're your children or your nieces or whoever. We've only been going a couple of months, and we've had 6,000 people use us in 15 countries. And it's tiny compared to the rest of you superhero computer geeky people. But for me, everybody who does it is someone who's covering some children or someone they love. And for me, that's what's most important. I work with bereaved kids, and many of them just hold old photos or old birthday cards or listen to outgoing answer machine messages. And my dream is if you're unlucky enough to lose a parent, please can you be lucky enough to have something thought about and left for you. Because it's so crucial, it seems to be. And really, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the 100 people in Vancouver who've given from so much loss. Thank you to friends here tonight, to Peter, to Pillardy, who've given from so much love. And thank you, PK Vancouver, for this forum. Please use it. Record me now. Thank you.